Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the biggest stories surrounding the WNBA, and CaitlinClark. Most superstars guard the spotlight. CaitlinClark did the opposite. When Sophie Cunningham unveiled her new Adidas player-exclusive shoe, Clark embraced the moment, showing that genuine stars can elevate others instead of competing for attention.
Adidas and Damian Lillard. Where's Electric Pink?
Sophie Cunningham?
I'm busy.
Clark didn't just congratulate her teammate, she encouraged millions of fans to check out the release. Instead of being celebrated, both players quickly found themselves at the center of another online debate. Critics questioned whether Sophie Cunningham had earned the opportunity, while others argued that CaitlinClark was giving the launch too much attention. But the reality is far more compelling than the headlines suggest. Behind this sneaker release is a story of loyalty, friendship, smart business strategy, and a timeline that changes the entire conversation. This was never just about a pair of shoes. Let's start with the facts, because they matter for more than the online noise. On July 24th, Adidas officially launched the Crazy Energy Sophie Cunningham player exclusive, featuring a vibrant pink to orange gradient upper, light blue mesh panels, orange midsole accents, a signature wave logo, and a custom illustration of Cunningham hidden inside the insole. The shoe retailed for $120 and became available through Adidas.com and select retailers. Cunningham also made a special in-person appearance in Romeoville, Illinois, from 1 to 3 p.m. to celebrate the launch with fans. What truly makes this release significant isn't the colorway or the marketing campaign, it's the history behind it. This marks the first WNBA player-exclusive sneaker Adidas has released since Candace Parker, ending a long stretch without giving one of the league's stars a dedicated signature-inspired release. That milestone alone makes Cunningham's shoe more than just another product drop. It represents a renewed investment in women's basketball and highlights how growing player visibility is creating new opportunities across the league.
Let's talk about this Candace Parker collection. We're here in Chicago at the launch event. Tell me what went into it. And
the significance of this release becomes even clearer when you look at the history behind it. The last WNBA player to receive an Adidas player-exclusive release was Candace Parker, one of the most accomplished athletes the league has ever seen. That's the company Sophie Cunningham now finds herself in. Naturally, many fans ask the same question: why Cunningham? Why would Adidas spotlight a player who isn't leading the league in scoring or collecting MVP awards? The answer goes far beyond points per game. Modern sports brands don't evaluate athletes solely by box scores. They also look at visibility, fan engagement, personality, and the ability to connect with audiences beyond the court. Over the past year, Cunningham has steadily expanded her profile through memorable on-court moments, a growing social media presence, and projects that have introduced her to fans outside the basketball world. Those factors make her a valuable ambassador for a lifestyle-focused sneaker release. This also isn't the first Crazy Energy player-exclusive colorway Adidas has introduced. Other Adidas athletes, including Chelsea Gray and Jalen Williams, have previously worn their own versions of the silhouette. Cunningham's addition places her alongside an established group of players the company has chosen to represent the model. Her partnership with Adidas didn't appear overnight either. Just over a year ago, she was competing in standard Adidas basketball shoes like many other players. Soon afterward, she appeared in promotional campaigns for the Adidas Dame X, signaling that the brand was investing more heavily in its relationship with her. Now that progression has reached another milestone, with a player-exclusive colorway carrying her own name. Rather than being a sudden opportunity created by outside influence, it reflects a partnership that has developed gradually through consistent collaboration and increasing visibility. Viewed in that context, the shoe release looks less like a surprise. The criticism started the moment the shoe was announced. Some fans called it favoritism, arguing that a player with Cunningham's scoring average didn't deserve a player-exclusive release. But that argument misses an important point. This isn't a brand new signature shoe. It's a player-exclusive colorway something many professional athletes receive. The difference is that Adidas chose to release Cunningham's version to the public instead of keeping it exclusive to the player. Brands don't make that investment without believing there's real demand. The decision also reflects a larger trend. As interest in the WNBA continues to grow, companies are investing more heavily in players who connect with fans both on and off the court. Adidas saw Cunningham's growing popularity, personality, and relationship with the brand and decided she was worth backing. And that decision was made long before CaitlinClark publicly supported the release. So why did Clark promote it so enthusiastically? She could have simply reposted the announcement, but she went much further. Clark praised the shoe in interviews, complimented the design, and encouraged fans to check it out. That's something many superstar athletes rarely do. Clark later explained her reasoning. She said Cunningham never backs down from big moments, always stands up for her teammates, and brings the same competitive fire whether the team is winning or losing. She described her as fearless, tough, and completely committed to helping the Fever succeed. Those aren't the words of a scripted promotion. They are the words of a teammate speaking from experience. Their bond began when Cunningham joined the Indiana Fever, giving Clark a veteran teammate she could trust from the very start of her rookie season.
CaitlinClark has been named WNBA Rookie of the Year, the #1 overall pick. Didn't only break rookie records in her first year in the W.
Absorbing hard fouls and physical play became part of the routine. At a time when the league was still adjusting to the level of attention surrounding its newest superstar, opponents often tested the limits of what officials would allow. Through it all, Sophie Cunningham made one thing clear: no one was going to take a cheap shot at her teammate without an answer. That mindset gradually evolved into something much deeper than teammates protecting each other on the court. It became a genuine friendship built through shared challenges, trust, and countless real moments, not carefully staged photos or social media posts. Cunningham's arrival in Indiana was no coincidence. She was brought in during the Fever's off-season overhaul because she offered exactly what the team needed around its young franchise point guard: defensive toughness, reliable floor spacing, veteran leadership, and a willingness to play with an edge. Those qualities made her a natural fit alongside CaitlinClark from day one. What nobody could have predicted was how quickly that basketball partnership would grow into personal loyalty. Some relationships develop because of a game plan, others are forged through adversity. Cunningham and Clark found the latter. That bond became impossible to ignore during a heated June matchup when Cunningham immediately stepped in after a physical confrontation involving Clark. She refused to back away, standing her ground until coaches and staff finally intervened to calm the situation. The moment instantly spread far beyond the basketball world. The video raced across social media, appearing not only on sports pages but also on meme accounts, wrestling communities, and major commentary channels. Millions of people who rarely watched the WNBA suddenly found themselves talking about one teammate fiercely defending another. Clark has since acknowledged how much that moment meant to her, saying she would never forget Cunningham standing up for her under the bright lights.
Clark will soon create her own signature shoe with the